Some cages don't have bars, some prisons don't need chains. And sometimes, the most beautiful things are also the most dangerous. Welcome to the world of Gleam, the third book in the explosive plated prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. This is not your typical fantasy. It's dark, seductive, and full of emotional grit. With sharp turns, golden secrets, and a heroine who finally begins to rise, Gleam is a journey of survival, awakening, and the cost of freedom. If you've ever wanted to watch a woman break her chains and burn the kingdom that caged her, then this story will pull you in and never let go. Auren, the golden woman gilded in gold by King Midas himself, has lived her life behind golden walls. A cage made not of metal, but of manipulation. For years she believed she was special, treasured, even loved. She thought Midas was her savior, that her existence, locked away and protected, was a blessing. But the illusion is shattering. The cracks that began in glint now split wide open, in Gleam, as Auren finds herself far from her cage and closer than ever to discovering her true power. The story picks up with Auren in the clutches of the Fourth Army, captured during the chaos of battle. She's no longer in the gilded castle, no longer surrounded by people who worship Midas. She's among soldiers who view her as a curiosity, a commodity, or worse. Her golden skin draws stares, whispers, and questions. For the first time, she has to fend for herself. And for the first time, she begins to see how much she's relied on others to protect her, even when that protection came at the cost of her autonomy. Among her captors is Commander Rip, the fearsome leader known for his monstrous abilities and a reputation for being ruthless. But Rip isn't what he seems. He doesn't treat Auren like an object. He doesn't flinch at her golden skin. Instead, he sees through the shine and begins to glimpse the woman hidden beneath the surface. Rip challenges Auren, but not with cruelty. He challenges her with honesty, with patience, with truth, and it's more terrifying than any sword. As Auren journeys with the Fourth Army through treacherous terrain and political tension, she starts to unravel the lies she's believed for so long. The memories of her past creep in. Memories of poverty, of survival, of doing whatever it took to live. She begins to understand that her identity as Midas's favored pet is not who she truly is. Her value isn't in her gold. It's in her spirit, in her choices, in the strength she's only just beginning to claim. But the world doesn't give freedom easily. Midas is still out there, furious and dangerous, with an army at his back and a crown on his head. His obsession with Auren isn't love, it's possession, and he will do whatever it takes to get her back. Meanwhile, the other kingdoms are circling like wolves, their own agendas tangled in secrets and shifting alliances. War is brewing, power is shifting, and Auren is standing in the center of it all, no longer passive, no longer silent. Throughout Gleam, Auren's transformation is raw and breathtaking. We see her wrestle with guilt, shame, fear, and the weight of her trauma. She questions everything, her past, her loyalty, her power, and through it all, she discovers something astonishing. She has magic of her own, real magic. Not the gift that Midas used to control and gild her, but something deeper, wilder, and hers alone. It's terrifying, it's unpredictable, and it's the key to everything. Rip becomes a steady presence in this storm of revelation. His own past is cloaked in secrets, and his motives are complex. But he never tries to cage Auren. He never tries to define her. Instead, he offers her a choice. And for someone who's never had that before, the gesture is revolutionary. Their chemistry simmers. Their connection builds with every guarded look, every honest word, every shared moment. But this is not a romance born of lust. It's born of mutual respect, of shared scars, of fire that doesn't burn to consume but to forge. As the story unfolds, the stakes rise higher. Auren must face the horrifying truth of what Midas did to her, the price she paid to survive, and the woman she's becoming because of it. Her power begins to awaken in devastating ways. Her magic, once dormant, now pulses with a life of its own. It's not controlled, it's not tamed, and it doesn't serve anyone else. It serves her. And that makes her the most dangerous player on the board. Gleam doesn't shy away from darkness. Raven Kennedy doesn't flinch from showing the brutality of emotional abuse, the insidious nature of manipulation, or the hard, painful process of healing. Auren doesn't go from cage to queen overnight. Her growth is layered and real. She relapses. She doubts. But she keeps moving forward. That's what makes her rise so powerful. She's not perfect. She's human. And that's exactly why she's unstoppable. The political landscape grows more complex as well. The kingdom of Aurea is a web of ambition, greed, and treachery. Midas isn't the only king playing games. There are generals with secrets, rulers with blood on their hands, and rebels with dreams of justice. Auren is pulled into the center of this storm, not by choice, but by fate. And the question that hangs over everything is simple, yet earth-shattering. What will she do with her power, now that she finally owns it? As Auren's journey continues, we see her shed the gilded girl and emerge as something entirely new. Not a pet, not a pawn, but a player. And as her relationship with Rip deepens, we also witness a bond that is built not on rescue, but on resilience. They don't complete each other, they challenge each other. And that's where the magic lies. By the end of Gleam, the golden cage is nothing but ash in Auren's wake. What rises in its place is a woman made not of gold, but of grit. Not passive, but powerful. And the world is not ready for her. Raven Kennedy's writing is lyrical and immersive. She paints pain and hope in equal measure. The pacing is relentless. The twists keep coming, and every chapter peels back another layer of Auren's soul. Gleam is more than a fantasy novel. It's a reclamation. It's a declaration. It's a middle finger to every person or system that told a woman to stay quiet, stay small, stay caged. This book doesn't give you a hero to cheer for. It gives you a survivor to rise with. It doesn't hand you a happy ending. It dares you to fight for it. If you're looking for a story that blends brutal court intrigue, slow burn tension, found strength, and a heroine who's ready to rewrite her destiny, Gleam will grip you by the throat and refuse to let go. And the best part, Auren's story is far from over. Whether you're new to the Plated Prisoner series or have followed Auren from the beginning, Gleam is the turning point. The book where everything changes. It's the story where the girl stops surviving and starts fighting, where the cage becomes kindling, where the gold stops shining and starts burning. So if you're ready to listen to a story that is fierce, emotional, addictive, and utterly unputdownable, this audiobook is your next obsession. Just press play and let Auren's voice carry you into the gleaming storm. If you want to listen full audiobook for free, link in description,